Hello everyone, welcome back to Software Project. So I had quite an interesting week on social media. Last week on Instagram, I posted this video on the achievers versus cruisers. And I talked about this in this platform as well, but let me just kind of quickly recap you on what that is. So I've been training leaders, executives for the past 10 years on communication, and I've noticed a pattern. There are roughly about, two types of people in the workplace, the achievers and the cruisers. Now, the achievers are people they work really hard and they love working really hard. They love growing their team. They love growing themselves and they execute. They got great ideas in the meeting and they always execute. And then you got the cruisers. The cruisers are people they talk a lot, and at first they are really impressive because they have all these vision and ideas, and they talk a lot and they stay very visible. But behind those words, there is very little substance, and they don't execute. And they particularly do not question the status quo. So when it comes to promotion time, it's the cruisers who gets promoted. Not because they're more capable, it's because they are safer to the leaders. So the insecure leaders, unfortunately, we do have a lot now in the workplace. They do not want to be challenged. They don't want to be threatened. And they don't want to feel exposed. So when it comes to picking someone when it comes to promoting anyone, unfortunately, they're not picking the ones who are more capable. They are picking the ones who are safer. And that's the cruisers. And I did that reel, and a lot of you guys really resonate with that. A lot of you guys would say, oh my God, that's me. And some said that it took them decades to figure out this pattern. And some actually said that this is why they decided to become entrepreneurs. So I wanted to address this particular frustration that I see, because that is a kind of burnout that we don't talk enough about. I think most of the time we think about burnout as in like physical burnout. We work too long. We sit in front of the desk too long and we are not moving our body. We're not eating healthy and we don't take enough rest, which is all true, by the way. And yes, burnout exists. I remember there was this guest on Diary of the CEO podcast, and she said, burnout does not exist if you love your job. So obviously she got a lot of pushback. But that's really interesting what she said, because you know what? Achievers don't normally experience burnout from simply working too long or too hard, because the achievers actually love working. When they love the job, they can do it. They can go to early meetings. They can travel. They can stay long. They can help the team using their time on the weekend to do extra things. They love it. But they experience burnout in a very different way. They experience burnout when they realized their effort is no longer truly valued. Their hard work becomes simply expected instead of being appreciated. They carry the team with them while someone else gets the visibility. And they keep raising their own standard. They keep raising the company standard while the leaders kept moving the strategy because the leaders cannot commit to one. And that makes the intelligent employees become quiet over time. So be very careful when you actually witness these very intelligent executives and leaders or, managers start to get quiet in the meetings. Maybe they used to talk, they used to speak up, but one time, and you may notice that over the time they get quiet. And it's because they know no matter what they say or do, nothing's going to change. And this is also called the learned helplessness. So when you basically tried and tried and tried and nothing works, you just stop believing caring more, giving more, trying harder is actually going to make any difference. And that is the burnout that we don't talk about enough for the achievers. And that's really why you start to see that a lot of really good people start to leave the company. Some have plan B, some don't. A lot of the incredible women that I interviewed, they left their jobs without a plan B. And all of them said that I don't recommend this to anyone. But they had to, because that was the only option. Because that kind of burnout is deadly for the achievers. And that is my observation. I would love to know from you what kind of burnout that you experience. And I would also love to hear from you if you know why the cruisers don't seem to experience this burnout at all. They don't experience it. They may experience a physical burnout, but they don't experience this kind of emotional burnout. And yeah, let me know because I would love to find out about that as well. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.